Hello friends, welcome back to Ashoka's Redemption. We finally reached Opacom with all three main characters, Hopper Rouley, Thorn Brenin and Lo Pheng. We are now, the last to arrive was Thorn Brenin, so we are playing with him right now. We just entered the fortress and we have to speak with Philia, Hopper Rouley and Tanner. Let's talk to Tanner first. You don't know if Tanner will be glad to see you, but it's still worth talking to him. And who do we have here, Tanner? Well, I'll be. What are you doing here? Didn't think I'd see you again. I didn't think so either. Been saying my goodbyes every evening, expecting that I wouldn't wake up in the morning, but still, I serve. Been at it my whole life, and it's what I'm doing here too, serving an old master of mine, Count Staketwichty. Is he at least treating you well? Why would he need to harm me? I dust his quarters and that's it. He's got younger servants for all his other needs. Dusting requires some vigor too. Heard anything about his son? Bran, you mean? Not one good thing, I tell you. But the Count has ordered I remain silent, neither his hiding place nor where he was last seen. Well, it's natural. It is his son, after all. So the scoundrel has to hide. Fitting. Did the Count say anything about Licky? What's there to talk about? That's his daughter, his little glimmer of hope. Never said a word about her. Cried, though. He's been crying in front of our house, by Queen Anne's and Licky's graves. Never uttered a bad word about you. Thanks, I appreciate it. I myself don't feel like cursing him anymore. Well, good luck to you, Tanner. I don't believe in luck now, but you still have my deepest gratitude, Master Thorn. Perhaps it would have gone on if it hadn't stopped so abruptly. Well, doesn't matter now. Look after the Count, Tanner, alright? I know you're past your time, but they say you're quite deft with that dagger of yours. Bran Vichty won't spare his father if he comes here. The Count pities Bran, though. He's restless. Always talking about him, especially since he learned that Bran took the city guard's wages with him. Says Bran couldn't do it, then turns around and says the opposite. Well, what can you do? It's terrible to lose a daughter, but it's even worse to lose a son. Tell me if you ever need anything, Tanner. I'm always ready to help. Alright, let's check out the store. We have a Reaper's Amulet. We don't need that. This is good. Running does not consume energy. Oh, that's good too. So let's talk to Philia first. You're curious about what Philia wishes to discuss. You arrive at the square. Despite all the commotion, you spot the motionless figure of a woman standing near the menhir. It seems that it really is Philia. You should at least thank her for protecting your daughter. Suddenly, the square is bustling. You hear the clanking of armor and the nervous neighing of horses. A cavalry unit, with a festively clad temple servant in the lead, passes you. I have to deliver the news and our plea for help to the Primarch, the monk assures the guard. I care not if guilds are trying to lay siege to Opacum. The power of the Temple of Divine Retribution protects me better than any army. For some reason, this temple servant conjures feelings of repulsion and danger. You try to ignore them. After all, the monk is only looking out for himself, same as any other temple servant would. He likely hopes that the horses are fast enough to get him out of the besieged fort. A temple servant catches your eye and squints, as if trying to remember if he's seen you before. Finally, he breaks into a smile. The fort has naught to fear with such brave protectors at the helm. Submit yourself to the will of the gods. You see the monk off, cross the square and walk up to the menhir. You made it to the Opacum after all, Thorn. I'm glad I was right about you. Philia, thank you for protecting my daughter. How may I be of service to you? It was I who came here to aid you, to warn you of the danger to you and your people, to tell you why you're all here. Consider me my mother's messenger, if you will. What danger are you talking about? Someone among those called to this fortress is to be sacrificed. It's all that matters. Opacum is the Reaper's final obstacle. If it falls, the Mark One will be destroyed. That's the whole reason you are looking for me, just to tell me about some convoluted prophecy? Mark this, sacrifice that. What's one sacrifice compared to the thousands of lives being lost? The sacrifice will awaken one of those who command the Menhir's power. He is stronger than the Reapers. Even put together, he is stronger than them. So someone will have to bear this mark and be sacrificed, which will summon one more powerful than the Reapers, in the hope that doing so would help the Northerners capture Opacum? Do you yourself believe this? I'm not asking you to believe, only to remember. Understanding shall come later. As for the nebulous nature of the prophecy, well, its outcome is uncertain. Had I met you a year ago, I'd have said you're out of your damn mind, but I saw a lot on the road from Albius to here. I will remember your words. What does this have to do with your mother? My mother taught me everything I know, though I still struggle to be even a fraction as wise. I'm just a good healer and a bit of a witch, nothing more. Wait, those bracelets you wear, they're just like my daughter's. A sorceress by the name of Chila gave them to her. My mother has many names. Chila is but one of them. Well, I never... Alright, if your mother is so wise, did she perhaps tell you how it all ends? Is there a chance of survival? If memory serves, your mother was an exceptional seer, was she not? I asked her about that myself. She gave no definite answer. Just said that there is hope. Although we might also bear witness to the end of this world. Nothing is certain, even for her. Don't even know what to make of it. Fate is either in our hands or we're forever trapped within its bounds. Still, knowing Chila, it's her way to speak of such mysteries. Is that all you have to say? Then I shall take my leave. I hope you've understood my mother's warning. How should I know what this is all about? Reapers, prophecies, marks, and other hogwash. I hope it becomes clearer with time. Yeah, it's hard to understand. A besieged fort is hardly an ideal hiding spot, so why delay the conversation? Good to see you. You're in fine health, Thorn. You actually made it to Opacum. What do you expect? You want us to share this joy or something? I want you to keep your daughter safe. I've been following you since the reaping began, trying to understand how you resisted the Reaper, and now I do, having seen your daughter. It was not just your valor, but also the power she holds deep within. Where does my daughter's power come from? From you and your wife, special people in your bloodline, or particularly traumatic events. They mark you for all time. Such marks of fate, both good and bad, can be passed to your children. I am but a soldier. Yes, I've had my share of trials along the way. I've looked death in the eyes many times. It even embraced me once, when I was in the Ville. So that's the reason. Glad I was born a year after that. Never thought it could affect her. What else do you know about the Reapers? 1,000 years ago, Outlanders came to your world. Many of their patrons perished in the transition. Those who survived had to sacrifice themselves. Before dying, they managed to plant menhirs to serve as beacons. Think of the Reapers as Outlander guard captains, with Anses as their soldiers. That's some legend. Never heard anything like it, but I always had a hunch those menhirs and the temple were bad news. So what do these outlanders want? To ravage our lands, quench their bloodlust, reclaim the menhirs? Perhaps they simply mean to wipe us out and seize our lands. Indeed, they wish to destroy you and take your land. They have done so long ago where the stars favorably align. Some menhirs are not yet powerful enough. Their rurals are in a deep slumber or dead, and your people are not so easy to kill. So, you're one of them, aren't you? I'm a rat that fled a sinking ship. I'm not one of them, and I do not wish to see destruction in your land, Thorn, though it will likely come. The world of these outlanders is dead, burnt to ash. Perhaps this one's fate will be the same. There's nowhere to run, for any of us. You're worried about saving your own skin? That must be why you don't want the Reapers getting a hold of Gleda's hidden power. No one touches Gleda. They may, Thorn. I cannot promise that I'll be able to fight off the Reapers, but I'm not letting your daughter out of my sight. The Reapers? Yeah, I cannot protect her from such a foe on my own. Though, why would you risk your life for Gleda? Allow me put it this way. Do not ever give your enemies what they want from you. Makes sense, but to me Gleda is not just some weapon to use against the Reaping. She's my whole life. I appreciate the offer, but I'll protect my daughter myself. I only wish to help. You do not have to put all your trust in me. I have to go. We'll talk later. There may not be a next time. Are you certain you have nothing else to ask? First, I need to figure out if I believe you. Too many odd and terrifying truths have presented themselves to me lately. I understand it's difficult realizing that all you know of the world's inner workings amount to nothing. I shan't push it. Words mean little to you anyway, right? You're a man of action. You'll want to see what I can do first. Exactly. It's a deal then. I have to go now. Till later. Alright. Let's attend the feast. You'd prefer not to feast in a besieged fortress, but being absent is not an option. Time tenses up like the string of a bard's lute. Frisian pipes can be heard outside. The bell clanks up in the tower. The feast is nigh, and it might just be the last one of your life. You look around. Quite a lot of guests, it seems. You notice stuck at Vichy under the castle's arch. The old man seems to not want to leave you alone. Well, having a companion might not be so bad. You've never been to the throne room in Opacum. Frigga was built by Gavonian kings to rule the Vandil forest, while Opacum was meant to be the keystone for all of Berkana. None of that came to pass. Stackett turned the throne room into a dining hall. If you live long enough to reminisce, this ought to be an experience to remember. Guards open the tall doors before Stackett Vichy. You hear King Trick's furious cry. He stands in the center of the empty throne room, fists clenched and the soldier's corpse at his feet. Upon seeing you, he fills with anger. You drop to one knee and remain still. Shek's body is at Trick's feet, pierced by a bolt similar to those of Bran's mercenaries. Bran's father stands beside you. A wrathful king stands before you. He has just lost one of his best men. You have nothing to say. I am at your service, your majesty. I have no doubt about that, Thorn, but I am more curious as to the identity of my guard commander's assassin. He was killed shortly after I sent him after you. And what's with the bolt? Stackett, what's going on in this fortress of yours? I'll have the whole fortress upended, all of it. That scum will never escape retribution. Should we call off the feast? If it were to take place here, you may be in danger, your majesty. We are all in danger, but I will not call off the feast. No scoundrel will change my mind. I laugh in my enemy's face. For now, I wish to speak with Thorn Brenin. Wait, is that my son I see? Thank the gods, Ho. Come and stand by your father's side. I'll never let you go again. Father, don't forget your promise. I remember everything, believe me. I am quite capable of weighing all the factors before coming to a decision. No harm will come to the blameless. Captain, you've been given the opportunity to show your loyalty on Opacum's ramparts. You've come to this fortress to defend it, not to hide, isn't that so? It is, and for this opportunity I am deeply grateful, your majesty. I have never hidden, and I never will. We will speak again, Thorn Brenin. You've still got so much to tell me. Consider the coming feast a kind of funeral. We're holding it while those about to die are still with us. Well, at least some of them. Wow, that was dark. The king walks away, leaving his son with you. Hode's lips are tight, his brows knit together. By all signs, he is very determined. To do what? You wish you knew. We are on Opacum under siege. Many things will be decided here. But I sense your hesitation. Tell me one thing. My father wishes to keep me on a short leash, it seems. I'm of a different opinion. Still in need of a trusted warrior who's good with throwing knives and won't get cold feet? I need good warriors in my company. Perfect, I'm still Hodadan, and you are my captain. I won't tell my father just in case, but I'll join you after the feast. You remain in the dining hall and watch the servants take Shek's body away. They mop up his blood and set the tables. Guests with bleak faces fill the dining hall. No one touches their food. Gleda takes a seat by her side. Gleda shivers and rubs her shoulders. Dad, it's Brown Victor's vault, unique to his bodyguards. But where could he be hiding? Why'd he do this? Shek was his enemy and could have accused him of stealing, you tell Gleda. As for hiding, Opakum is riddled with secret passages. No one knows them all. Bran has been coming here with his father since he was a boy. Your mother told me that Bran liked to ambush people with the contents of his chamber pot, but no one ever caught him in the act. Tell Gleda to stay alert. You turn to your daughter to warn her and see her scanning the room, hand resting on the hilt of her sword. You're joined by Hopper, who is just as alarmed. Something is amiss in this fortress. It's bad enough that Shek has been killed, but now they're saying that Stacked Victor's son had a hand in stealing funds from Ursus, and he might be hiding here in Opacum. To make matters worse, I have a splitting headache. It may be caused by another's magic, but I'm not sure. Hopper looks around the throne room and shrugs. Perhaps I just need to sleep off this headache. The conversation drowns in the sound of trumpets. Enough talk, you say. Get up, the king's here. The doors open again to let King Trig in. Looking morose, he does not immediately take his seat at the head of the table and deliver a speech. Instead, he takes time to walk around the hall with his entourage, shaking hands and embracing each of his guests. All signs indicate that the feast is a farewell ritual. Place Gleda behind Hopper. You take Gleda by the shoulders and carefully move her behind Hopper. In times of trouble, there's no need to draw the king's attention. Gleda looks to you and whispers of her discomfort with the situation. She feels like something is about to happen. She looks at you, then again at Trig. The king draws closer. You place your hand on the hilt of your sword. What could possibly go wrong at a feast where all the guests can be trusted? The king approaches. When he reaches you, he stops for a moment but does not offer his hand. We still need to talk, Thorn Brenin, he says before moving on. You freeze in a courteous bow. The king has shown you that you've fallen from his grace. Everyone wonders what will happen to you now. You expect the worst. Dire thoughts overwhelm you. However, your own fate is not the reason. The king resumes his place on the throne and signals for the feast to commence. The guests grow more talkative and merry the more they drink, but you can still feel the king's piercing gaze upon you. Luckily, the feast does not last long. The room falls silent as the king prepares to deliver an important message. The king rises, pointing to the stain on the floor. On this very spot, a treacherous villain killed my friend, Shek, my commander of the guard. Today I'll lament him, just as I would lament any of you, just as you'd lament me. Depends on whose luck runs out first. But this feast is no funeral banquet. 3 continues. It's an occasion to meet new friends and hear important news. No aid is coming. We should embrace ourselves for anything. Obacom is thought to be impregnable, and our scouts report only moderate numbers of Frisians. But lest we forget, it is reap time. All Berkaran troops have been mobilized, the king bellows. They protect our homes from the Ansis and other abominations. Opacum is our frontier. It has never been taken, and it shall not be taken while we still live. The feast is over, King Trig announces as the cheering subsides. Everyone return to their defensive positions. You too, Thorn.
In the place where everything ends, the source of all being must flow. If you don't see it, you're not there yet.
Alright, chapter 9. We are switching to Hopper Rouley. The awkward feast is over. Apart from King Trick's inspiring speech, there was nothing noteworthy. Something odd was in the air, like a strand of another's magic. But unless you're imagining things, the spell did not work. Marsham. I do not know who Marsham is. Philia. Philia decided to stay by the manor. It would be worth talking to her. There are very few women in Naupacum. Seeing two of them talking is a rare event. You're very lucky. One of them is still a child, though she might argue that. I need you, Hopper. Shek gave me this bundle for safekeeping before he died. Amma asked him to hide it. But I think it belongs to you. Just don't tell her. She seems out of sorts. My stone knife. She brought it here. Perhaps you are the seeress. The knife provides a glimmer of hope. Perhaps it will stop an overzealous reaper. What is Gleda interested in? Why are the Frisians set on taking this fortress? Why is it so much easier to breathe here? My father fears I might bear some kind of mark. What is it? It's not about Opacum itself. What is it then? Is it about the dead manor? Why do the Frisians need it? Frisians have no need of it. The reapers who drive the Frisians do. Because there is no noose. Are you talking about the reaping? It doesn't choke us in Opacum. Why is that? I do not know, but we are not the only ones after this riddle. Several reapers and 3 legions of Frisians soldiers are also trying to solve it. You'll know it when you see it. A mark shows who the awakened one will use to enter this world, to rule Terminum as its rightful master. And I will be marked? What will happen to me if it happens? Can I resist it? It may be you, it may be another. I don't know about resisting, but nothing good comes to the marked one. I'm not a fortune teller, Gleda. You have a blackened hand. Is that not a mark? What are you going to do? If I knew what to do, I'd be doing it already. Philia, what did your mother tell you? Only in Opacum will you be saved. One of the 5 will awaken, but it is her children that will save this land, for he can only come through her children. Do you remember the advice given you? The spell broken into 7 fragments? I wish I knew where the 7th fragment is. The meanings of in the very end and on the dearest one still elude me. I suppose it's not over yet, though nothing dear to me remains. In any case, why trouble yourself with this? Should we or should we not kill the marked one? If yes, when? Will this being then find a different route? What if it will not let us near? What if it grinds us into dust? Think, Hopper. Martian paces to and fro, striking up conversations with various guards in the square. Martian hurries across the square near the gate. Hey friend, what's the rush? You call to him. The assault hasn't begun. No need to seek cover yet. Martian lashes out. Martian has never sought cover. No, I needed to talk to the party from Ursus. I showed them the ball that kills Shek. He said it looked familiar, and I was right. Brandwich's mercs used bolts like that. It was them or the Count's wretched son hiding under his daddy's wing in the fortress. You ask Marsham to elaborate. Not so fast. I've heard the story of the stolen funds. Brand's doing or not, why would he kill Shek? What does it change? Marsham grins. You're clearly not familiar with how things work at court. The main strategy is to wait it out. Half a year goes by, a year at most, and they forget about the funds. Count Sackett-Wixley might settle the matter too. For now, Brand should lie low. She's in hiding again, having run into Shek. Just wait, though. He'll crawl out and find a way to somehow blame Shek. Well, I'd better go. The assailants won't keep us waiting, though they say that the negotiators are already in the fortress. A good place to observe the Frisian army and do some thinking. You observe the enemy army from Opacum's walls. For the 100th time, seemingly all of the existence verges on collapse. Are your premonitions true this time? Suddenly, you see Gleda. She wants to talk. Scribe, you should know this, right? What are the Frisians making? Some kind of machines? I see stepladders, bowmen, and spearmen. How long would you say the siege will last? Someone was saying that the Frisians brought thousands of prisoners. Where are they? The siege can last a long time. Perhaps it will soon end. If the fortress has a good supply of food and water, the siege could last months, but it's not that simple. The siege won't last long now. The Barcanan army is on its way. Did you think there were only 3 or 4 legions in the Frisian army? I'm afraid they have many more, and the Reapers have sides with them. They are trebuchets, large throwing machines. They'll soon hurl massive stones our way, or something worse. What could be worse than massive stones? Oh, many things. Pots of boiling tar, burning straw, corpses. True, there are no prisoners. They drove them to Opakum by the thousands. Now there are only dead bodies. They slaughtered all prisoners, but to what end? Do they plan to hurl corpses at us? We shall soon find out. I should be going then. Wait, look there, white rags on a stick? It's a parley party. That big-bellied Frisian must be an important official. Maybe they won't storm us after all. It's not likely, Greta. The Frisians will storm the fortress, unless of course we surrender. Never. I'll die before I surrender. You'll have plenty of chances to do just that, I'm afraid. Apologies, but I have to go now. Someone's been looking for me. Your false excuse for Gleda materializes in the form of a messenger. You encounter him as you begin your descent from the wall. You recognize Martian. Staket Vichti summons you, Hopper. We'll be negotiating with the Frisians, but we lack a good interpreter. The Count is going to placate them with a feast and then suss out their intentions. How's your Frisian? Do you even speak it? You accept the invitation. Better than most Frisians. I'll come, though if I were you, I'd poison these ambassadors and be done with them. They just stall for time or deceive you outright. I'll be there soon. You'd better not make Staket, Vichti, and the Frisian ambassadors wait. The throne room has been cleared, the tables are gone, only the throne towers over the ancient hall. Its solemn occupant is Count Saket Vichti. He beckons you. You stand at his side and bow. At this moment, the doors are flung open, revealing the parley party. A pot-bellied official waddles in front, followed by several warriors. Many more royal guards remain in the throne room. Staket is hardly in danger. Still, the 2 figures keeping their distance seem highly suspicious. The pot-bellied man looks around. Instead of bowing, he nods contemptuously at the throne. You found interpreter? He asks in broken Berkanan. Your tongue is too harsh for Frisian lips. I be Count Pelko Soturi, leader of legions and king's own blood. Who speak with me? Taking Staket Victory seat, you step forward. I will translate your words, Count. You say in Frisian, the replies too, if you so wish. Count Pelko Soturi stares at you for a moment. I ask for help if I forget word. For now, I try to speak my own, he announces. Why is the king not present, or at least the prince? Did the girls not chase them all the way from Hyborg? I hope to see their faces. Is the king perhaps dead? You will be content with talking to me, Pelko Soturi. Count to count, so to say. You're related to the kings of Frisia, so I've been told, but I will never believe that it is you who commands the army gathered outside Opakum's walls. This should not concern you, Berkanan. Let me ask in Frisian. Interpreter, come here. Why aren't the gates wide open? Why aren't you and the other officials on your knees? Are your soldiers eager for death? Where's your king hiding? He's asking why the gates aren't open yet. Because the glory of Berkana shines bright as her blades. You fools, Opakam will fall at Frisia's feet before the day ends. Do not hurry to drink your pigwash, Count. Let it steep. He's asking what kind of warriors you have. Soon enough you'll see what my soldiers are made of, especially if you attempt to storm the fortress. It will be their final battle. I hope their fear will not befoul the fortress as my warriors are taking it. Battles are resolved in many ways, but never by foul language. He's asking if we have a brave ruler, braver than the most desperate Frisian in our army. You'll see for yourself very soon. Horror awaits your king. If he wishes to leave, he'd best kneel before me. I've come for one reason, to convince you to surrender the fortress, immediately. I'll pass your wishes on to the one who will appreciate them. Perhaps, when you are crawling toward the gate to escape Opakum, he'll come out to have a look at you. End these negotiations, Count. There are sorcerers in Pergosoturi's entourage. I can sense them weaving spells. Impossible. There's no reaping within Opakum's walls, no reapers and no sorcery. No reaping, true, but sorcery to be sure. Listen to me, Count, while you still can. I am taking this fortress from within as we speak. I allow you to hear and feel everything, including your death. Suddenly your body seems very heavy. Unfamiliar sorcery binds your arms and legs. You try to look stuck at Victi, only to find him as his guards petrified just like you. Two strangers in temple robes weave their spells, immobilizing Count Victi and his entourage. Adorning the pot-bellied Count Soturi with the sorcery's pernicious threats. The other Frisians are poised for the kill. Pelko Soturi laughs triumphantly, patting his belly in anticipation of victory. Another sorcery imbues him with power, tightening his lax shape as if giving him a second youth. He is a murderer, washing himself in blood to feel like a beast, a torturer savoring a victim's cries, a glutton overcome by the scent of food. You whisper a protective enchantment to loosen the magical bonds, desperately trying to figure out who infiltrated Opakum disguised as temple servants. Is it Dorkal, Atrach, or Adna? You draw the knife tucked beneath your belt and, forcing through magic, throw it at the Frisian official. Your knife pierces Belkor Soturi's throat. The Count's eyes bulge in their sockets. He croaks and falls dead. The magical weave snaps, lashing you and the two sorcerers. For a moment, the world goes black and the sorcerers vanish. You hear moaning behind you. The Count and his guards are still trapped in the enchantment. The Frisians advance. You draw your sword. Ooh, this is very tense. Alright, we have 3 skill points. 1, 2, oh, wow. Alright, and 3. That's it. Alright. We need to win this. Oh my god. Lots of enemies here. Lots and lots of enemies. Alright. This costs a lot. Quite a lot. I'm not even sure whether I should go. I think I'm moving here. Alright. Alright. I think I'm going to move here. Oh, no. Alright. I think I can kill you now. I'm going to use Devouring Blow because it has a longer cooldown. Perfect. Alright, that was amazing. Oh my god, so I'm doing 24 damage now. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna kill you. And we win. Nice. The Frisians lie vanquished. You warily lower your sword. It's not the fighting that has sapped your strength, but overcoming the alien sorcery. Stuck-head Victory's guards shake off the dissipating enchantment. Blood has pooled on the floor. Somewhere outside, drums are beating. It seems the siege has begun. Hopper, you damn book lover, how did you do this? Cries Stuck-head Victory. You're worth 100 of my guards. What kind of magic is this? Why do my guards still piddle about like a flock of plucked chickens? A bolt strikes the Count's chest. He starts wheezing for air. You rush to him and try to keep him alive. Okay, events unfold rapidly. You need to choose the character through whose eyes you want to see the rest of the story. The second character's fate will be placed in the hands of the gods. Alright, I'm going with Thorn Brenin.
If all strength left you, you are dead. If you are alive, stop whining about tiredness.
It's not that I don't like Lo Pheng, but I invested so much in Thorn Brenin. Can't miss seeing the story through his eyes. Wow, okay. It felt as if the assault began too soon. The Frisian legions moved as though directed by an unknown force. Their trebuchets were not prepared and their negotiators had not yet done. An enormous copper-plated battering ram was brought into play. A squad of archers crept forth, shielding themselves. The infantry moved briskly, holding hastily cobbled together ladders over their heads. The trebuchets let loose. The boulders they hurtled over the defenders' heads crashed thunderously into the crumbling castle wall behind the ramparts. Beating drums and the wail of Frisian pipes muffled the desperate cries of the attackers and defenders alike, and so it began. You are calm. Your bastion is higher than the rest of the wall, which is already too tall to be scaled with siege ladders, and their hooks won't work against that kind of structure. It's clear that the gate will be the focus of the assault, which is why they're moving their massive ram there. Many enemy soldiers, using their shields for cover, push the monstrosity up a steep incline. But what of the negotiators? Did Frisia sacrifice them? Oh, if you knew. Gleda, stop looking around. The assault is already underway. You need to get Gleda off the wall, no matter how capable she claims to be. Obviously. You stare at your daughter. Gleda stands on the wall, watching the assault with crossed arms, a pale face and tight lips. As if she doesn't want to miss a thing, you approach her. Afraid? I feel uneasy too. The Frisian archers' arrows will soon be close enough to reach the battlements, so stay close and don't stick your head out. We should be cutting the ropes. Their ladders are too short to be of any use. It feels like a crucial detail still eludes me. Why did the siege start with the Frisian negotiators still inside? And there, on the right, what are the soldiers carrying in those black bags? It looks as if there are no more negotiators left. Maybe whoever's doing it has no concern for their fate. I'd love to know who's spurring them on. There's no commander, no king, no one. They say all of Frisia serves the temple. Never trusted those temple servants. We can only hope that our temple servants are different, though. Better not look at the bags. Look, they're carrying blood-soaked furs. See the Frisian camp? There were rows of prisoners there, now reduced to a pile of corpses. There are also these cauldrons. Look, it's blood. They're pouring it on the menhir. I've seen that somewhere before. The ancestors did something similar with a menhir near Albius. Perhaps they meant to imbue it with some sort of dark magic. Opacum's menhir is dead though. Why would they bother? They're not trying to wake it up, are they? It's time for you to leave the wall. Wait, I think I'm starting to understand. Well, I still don't understand any of it. What's there to understand anyway? Fight while you still live and make sure your daughter doesn't do anything foolish. Would you look at that? Marsham is climbing the wall. Your grandfather probably thinks you've no business out here, so he sent an orderly after you. Thorn, trouble. The Frisian ambassadors used sorcery, then Hopper trashed them, but stuck at Wichty's wounded. It doesn't look good. Damn it, why did he join the fight? He didn't. A bolt from gods know where. The gods are already searching the castle. I'm not here to deliver news though. You've been summoned by Staket Wichty. A bolt. Did Brand have the gall to... There's no one else it could have been, Marsham. I'm taking my men with me. Alright. This odd warrior seems oblivious to all the commotion around him. Could he be an icon? Why are you staring at Thorn? Ake asks. Haven't you heard of the icon in the fortress? His name's Lo Pheng. The redhead's name is Rit or something. They also brought a healer with them, the one with the white hair. Ama's her name. Together they rescued Prince Hederlik, perhaps even King Trig, while they were approaching Opacum's gate. Greta nods in agreement with the giant, then, without warning, walks toward the icon. Too late, do you realize what's happening? By the time you catch up to her, she's already struck up a conversation. Please pardon my manners, but we've not yet been introduced. I heard you brought a healer to Opacum. May I see her? Why don't you look for her yourself? Sure, I can look for myself, but why not ask someone and save time? The lady is herself unwell. She left with the local healer, Philia. I see, she heals others and neglects herself. The same reason cobblers wear shabby shoes. The healer will not help us, I'm afraid. Alright, I get it. What should I do? Curing a headache with decapitation is a bit extreme. Ask the healer's advice. She is also a seeress, or so they say. If she cannot heal you, she will recommend a place of final rest. You've rekindled our hope. A seeress wouldn't visit a fortress that was doomed to fall. Let's go. We've no time for this healer right now. Sure, why waste healing potions on a case of the sniffles? Trifling illnesses pass, as the serious ones when the ailing die. You do not have a cold. Yours is a different ailment. She has no ailments. We're grateful for your concern. That's all we really need. It's just a headache. It will pass. Mine or yours too. Look after your warrior women icon. This plague seems to favor us. A headache first, then a spot on the forehead, and before you know it, your girlfriend's a reaper. And that's if you're lucky. When it happens, we'll talk. Oh, so Rit might be a chosen one too. So there are two possible vessels in this fortress. Because Rit and Gleda seem to have similar symptoms. Your father-in-law lies in his deathbed. You should not keep him waiting. You rush into the dining hall and see blood and Frisian corpses. Stacket lies by the throne steps. Philia and Hopper are leaning over him. Ake stands nearby, surrounded by guards. Ake wipes sweat from his brow. You've made it on. They say the bolt ain't Frisian, since Shek was pierced by a similar one, and the Frisians were killed by the scribe. Don't be surprised, he's quite capable. We'll continue the search. The scoundrel's not yet been found. Guards, follow me. Philia glares at the guards until they leave. She then turns to you. The situation is dire, Thorn Brenin. Hopper and I can barely keep him alive. Come here. Saket wishes to have a word with you. You and Gleda. Hurry. He does not have much time. Saket Victi is pale. His life fades. Thorn, I'm sorry. You are the best man Liki could wish for. Gleda, Bran Victi, my son, hiding in my bed, in my chambers, with his guards, around here. You fall to your knees. Around where? Where? But Saket Victi is already motionless. You hear something akin to a door creaking and Hopper Rouley briskly sweeps in. He jumps, falling to the stone slabs. One bolt protrudes from his chest and another is in his hand. Philia rushes to him. You get up and draw your sword. Bran and his mercenaries enter the throne room. Bran Victi laughs nervously. Now I've seen that it's actually possible to catch an arrow. You always were lucky, brother-in-law. But your luck is about to run out. The old man is dead. You and Gleda will join him soon. No skillful maneuvers will save you. My man's blades will seal your fate. You eye Bran's henchmen. Some of them look like skilled soldiers. You've lost your mind, Bran. Robbing a treasury, killing a commander of the guard in front of his ruler, murdering your own father, hunting down anyone who shares your bloodline, taking delight in your sister's death. Why? Bran bitterly grinds his teeth. You won't get it, you bastardly abomination. I'd rather lose my mind than my inheritance. Do you want me to just languish in poverty like some kind of peasant? Worry about every coin spent? The rotten geezer left everything to your children. And who are they? Just the whelps of a peasant who was given his exalted title for being reckless? A disgrace to the Victi family. Are you alright, Gleda? You ask without turning your head. How's Hopper? Gleda grits her teeth again. Hopper is gravely wounded, but it seems he's out of the woods now. He saved us both. Bran Victi speaks. I'm so exasperated by these games of honor, valor, and the art of war. Why did you take up a knife? You're the bastard seed of my sister's unclean womb. Your place is in the kitchen, but I'll not even give you that. You'll be my soldiers' new plaything. Kill them all. Tear them apart. Gleda straightens and throws a knife right into Bran's pale, pudgy neck. He clutches his throat, eyes bulging. He falls on his back, squirming as he chokes on his own blood. Bran's mercenaries lunge at Thorn's soldiers. Alright, so Bran Victi is finally dead. Oh my god. Okay, soap. What's this? Alright, I think we are done here. Prayer to the gods of war. This is held by 3 to all enemy units and stuns. Oh my god, this is amazing. But it's only for round 4, but it's still fine. It's still perfectly fine. So I am going to get it. Yes, I am going to get it. And I think we have some items. Attack and energy, health. Running does not consume energy. Yes, I want this. And I want this. Because Hoda is pretty slow. Alright. There you go. Let's see what you got. Okay. Oh! It's Andra and Fosta. Oh my god. They are pretty dangerous. Okay, so this is the dangerous one. These are not that dangerous. And so we need to kill the spearman and the healer first. I think I'm going to stay here. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to stun you first. And I'm going to move you here. Don't need defense. You know what? Nice. All right. All right. I am going to move here. What the hell? 0 damage. Alright. Alright, you're dead. I think I'm going to move here. Alright, I'm going to... I really need to kill this guy. So I'm just going to kill him. Alright. 0 damage. Perfect. Ouch. Damage. 18 damage. That's a lot of damage.
Huh?
16 damage. Or 32. That's very dangerous. So I'm just going to kill this guy. And move here. That's fine. Ouch. Alright, just 4 damage. That's okay. Just to be safe.
Hãy padre.
Alright, this guy is almost dead. Alright. Alright. Oh, nice. We have a bunch of health and energy. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this. She's too powerful. Way too powerful. But I think my next target will be how much damage? 56 damage. That's almost enough. Let me see. Yeah, that's enough. Perfect.
Hãy padre.
Alright, you need to die. Alright, it should be dead. Perfect. Alright. Rune F aim. Attack one for archers. Nice. The battle is over. Bran Bixby's goons are dead. You lower your sword, exhausted. The sound of the siege is barely audible in the now quiet dining hall. The corpse of your children's foe lies near that of his father. Philia continues to work on Hopper. Greta wipes her blade and rushes to her aid. It seems you've raised your daughter well. Philia bandages the half-naked Hopper, cautiously touching his blackened hand. She feels the plumes of darkness creeping their way to his heart. Didn't think it was that serious, she says. And what's this? Hopper, you're covered in scars, left by arrows. On your back too. How did you live through all this? Legend has it there was a battle 700 years ago where 13 heroes stopped the reaping, Gleda whispers. Kept it at bay for many years. 12 of them were turned to stone and scattered to the wind. The final hero fell unconscious after being pierced by arrows. Just like that. Just like Hopper. Hopper grinds his teeth, his face contorted in pain. He inspects his hand, touches the wound where the arrow used to be. Stories, he mutters, reaching for the blood-stained tunic. The 13, he was no hero, just unlucky, or lucky, depending on how you look at it. You sit beside Hopper. You alright? Can you stand? We need to get to the wall. This is where everything is happening. You have my thanks. I feel like I'm beginning to understand. About you, Druket, and Mabok. Hopper rises scowling. I do not understand all of it myself. About Druket or Rusk, God's rest his soul, or Amma. I'll be fine soon. I've endured much worse. By the way, Philia, have you found Amma yet? Philia shakes her head, vanished into thin air. I've been looking for her so long my feet are sore. You shouldn't talk too much. How do you expect to help at all in your condition? Although you were bleeding a moment ago, yet here you are, standing strong on your own 2 feet. Martian bursts into the hall, completely exhausted. Trouble! Gods only know what kind of ram that is. They're already smashing the gate. Anyone able to hold a weapon must go and defend it. Now! Alright. You need to make it to the gate. If it falls, you'll have to keep the Frisians from breaking through. You reach the gates and join the defenders preparing for the assault. You then hear a deafening crash. Everything halts momentarily. It sounds as if the fortress itself is collapsing. Both sides stop fighting and everyone turns to the menhir. The sacred stone is riddled with cracks. Within moments, it breaks apart and crumbles into a heap of black rubble. Everyone comes to their senses and the fight resumes. A white-haired woman catches your eye. She seems to be the one they call Amma. Accompanied by a group of asses that seem to emerge from nowhere, she approaches the gate. Traitor, she's going to let the enemy in. From the corner of your eye you notice Hopper. He is protecting Philia and being attacked by a barrage of asses. You snap out of it. Defending the gate is a high priority, so you let the scribe to defend for himself. Drawing your sword, you lunge toward Amma. You suddenly experience a familiar feeling. A terrible pressure overpowers you, the same thing you felt when the bell tolled in Albius. Amma clutches her head and begins to scream. Oh my god. She was overwhelmed by the other. She was overwhelmed by the other Reaper. Adna, I believe. Alright. Alright. Got all the upgrades. Now let's get some attack. So bread has 1 energy. I do not need this actually. That's better. Okay, I don't think I need more experience. But health is more than welcome. Energy blast, that's fine. Alright, let's go. You cannot believe your eyes. Amma has become a Reaper. She seems weaker than the one in Arbius. At least you can stand and fight. Perhaps Reapers differ in strength. You can think more about that after you vanquish this new foe. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of HP. 15 damage and reduces attack of an enemy unit by 4. I'm going to have to keep her stunned. Deals 11 damage to health and 20 damage to energy. Oh my god. Deals 2 damage to health to all surrounding units. Okay, so I'm going to have to keep her stunned. These guys are very easy to kill. I think. What cards do you have? I can't see the cards. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm going to move here and use focus for a bunch of energy. We don't need dodge. There's no one in sight. Not going to go there yet. I think I'm going to I'm going to move here. Increases attack of a party member by 3. Right, apparently they are buffing her. Okay. Yeah, that will be too far. So just going to move here where it's safer. Alright. Oh my god, you can reach anyone. Alright, means it's time to restart. Okay. Yeah. Alright. $21 damage. Ooh, that's nice. Alright. Dead. Nice. Just 14 damage. Then I'm going to move here. I want defense, a little bit of defense. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna stun her again. Alright. Sure. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna use parry. Well, I think I'm gonna use defense. $19 damage. Oh my god. Alright. At least you no longer have defense. And I can now burn through your HP. She should be dead. Yep. What? You lie there struggling to understand what's happening. Amma was supposed to be dead. Those wounds. No human could have survived them, but the white-haired witch is even stronger now. Everyone collapsed, just like Albius. Only Hopper managed to even get close, yet even he succumbed to the sorcery. Doubled over, right there in the street, clutching some kind of knife. Oh yeah, it's the knife that... only that knife can kill Reapers. Oh, and I have an injury with all party members. As you regain your composure, Philia rushes to Hopper. You cherished her, did you not? Do you remember the clue? Do you? Look, before she turns to dust. Solve the riddle of Chilao's message. Shaking, as though suffering unbearable grief, Hopper approaches the petrified woman and examines her arm. God of mine, the fire, wind, water, and salt of the earth, he says, accept my flesh, my spirit, and my love. Philia repeats the scribe's words and nods. I don't get it. Something's missing. Something about how everything will make sense in the end. Perhaps it's not yet the end. You get up and yell at the weird couple. Damn it, what in the name of the gods are you on about? And what's with the white-haired witch? Won't anyone tell me anything? Point at Hopper. Hopper can barely speak. Amma was stripped of her free will and infused with great power. They hoped it would be enough, but you still managed to defeat her. So, they repeated the process, turned her into a reaper. So I had to... You look at the scribe apprehensively. By they, do you mean our enemies, the ones who orchestrated the reaping? And what did you kill her with? I saw you holding some kind of knife or dagger. Hopper nods. Yes, the ones responsible for the reaping. And yes, it was a knife, a special knife, made of stone. The only one I had. It crumbled to pieces as soon as it struck Amma. You look Hopper in the eye. Have you any idea how to save the one bearing the mark? The scribe shakes his head and points to Amma's body, which is already clambering to ash. No, one thing is certain. She's the first victim. Once two more Umbra have been killed, the divine incarnation will be irreversible. Glance at Philia. Philia shrugs. But Rask has been killed, hasn't he? She asks. And Amma is the second, right? Who's the third one then? Hopper grits his teeth. Rask has been ripped from his body, but he's not dead. Atrak devoured him, and now it feels as if he's somewhere nearby. Masham rushes to the gate. Hopper, Philia. Ak has been wounded. He's been carried to the throne room. He's the one who needs healers the most now. Hopper and Philia follow Masham. The assault continues. The gate barely endures the ram strikes. The fort's defenders retreat back into the castle. You join them. Greta suddenly clutches her forehead, yelling of an unbearable searing pain. Her tears flow like a river. You take her by the hand and rush after Hopper. No one but him or perhaps Philia will help you or your daughter. You've hardly taken a few steps before you stumble upon King Trig. He's accompanied by his guards. They're clearly returning from a heated battle. When your eyes meet, there's a furious glimmer in the king's gaze. However, when he notices Hode behind you, he says in relief, Dear gods, Ho, you're alive. Join me this instant. Do not leave my sight. We're retreating into the citadel. Hode wishes to object, but something in his father's gaze makes him hesitate. The prince turns to you and shrugs, then leaves with the king and his escort. Greta weeps in your arms. Time is of the essence. You do not want to lose such a valuable warrior, but Hode is a crown prince and has already stuck his neck out enough times for you. He's in his father's care now, and you should tend to your daughter. Alright, so we lost Hode. I mean, not lost, but we no longer have it in our company. Can no longer deploy him. I think I'm going to replace him with a priest because we have injuries and we're going to need healing because we'll have less HP. Throne room. Hopper Rouley should be in the throne room. Gleda will have to be carried there. As soon as you reach the throne room, you hear heavy footsteps on the stairs. The icon barges in. Is the healer lady here? We need help. Reed has a splitting headache. She collapsed when the menhir shattered. She's unable to stand. You take in the grim scene, the emaciated features of the icon redhead. Gleda's likewise gaunt face, Philia's trembling fingers, and the drops of sweat on her temples, the suffering in Hopper's eyes. Have a closer look at Reed. You stare into the redhead's eyes. You're good at magic, aren't you? You can sense it. Tell me, why did you collapse? Reed winces. We cannot hold on much longer. He wants to take one of the women, and he may already have chosen one. The menhir has been destroyed. As soon as 3 Umbra are killed, he'll be incarnated. Speak up, Philia, Hopper says calmly. Tell us everything you know. What did you learn from your mother? She said that the chosen vessel is marked with a sign, Philia whispers faintly. To shatter the vessel if you cannot seal it, for it is filled with poison. She told me that blood would reveal who had been cursed. Remove your amulets and draw blood. A few drops will suffice. That's it. Then she left. You silently roll your sleeves up and cut your palm. Everyone does the same. Hopper, Lo Pheng, Philia. Amulets clatter to the floor. Blood drips. Gleda cuts the palm of her hand. The first drop of blood forms and falls. For a brief moment, the same crimson sigil the Reaper placed upon the gate of Albius flashes on her forehead. Okay, so Gleda was chosen. Dear gods, why put us through more trials? What does it mean? What are we meant to do? What should I do? Tell me what I should do. I'm at a loss. Nothing can be done. You cannot stop an avalanche, can you? Could you tell me what to do, perhaps? Could someone at least tell me what I should do? Your daughter has to kill herself. There is no other way, unless of course someone else does it. I never suggest such a thing. I'll have no part in it. You're not suggesting anything. Let me be clear. There is no other way. There's always another way. It's stupid to take your own life when you already have a death sentence. No point in postponing that when you have the plague.
Huh?
You'll have to kill me first, Icon. Not too high a threshold to cross. What? While fighting, that's stupid. Oh. Alright. Damage, I guess. Sure, more attack. And more attack. And I'm going to take score with me. Energy. More energy. I think that's it. You know what? I think I'm going to take Flip with me because he has higher attack. Doesn't have any wounds. And he's still an archer, so that should be fine. Alright. Oh my god, I hate that we have to fight Lo Pheng. Alright. Actually, this guy is easy to kill if I manage to hit him when he doesn't have armor. But I guess we'll see. This is the dangerous one. I mean, this is dangerous, this one is dangerous too. Deals 30 damage. 60 damage. That's just incredible. And he can reach me. So, because of that, I'm going to move my entire party here. Yep. So, I think I should stun him and advance. I think I should stun her. Alright, 9 damage. Oh god, 16 damage. Wow, that was a lot. Alright. Then I'm going to move here and use shelter. Alright. Alright, I think I'm going to kill you. What? What the hell?
Eder Padre.
Alright. Whoa. Oh God. Now we're going to need to stun you again. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. Actually, I have to kill you. What? Why?
Eder Padre.
That's not good. Alright. No. Oh, I don't have exhausting shot available. That's not good. Yeah, I think I need to alright. What? Alright. Alright. I think I'm going to move here. Oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God. Alright. 14 damage, alright. Oh, I really need to kill this. You're gonna heal her.
Jeg er pardon today.
Oh, no, okay. I'm gonna steal everything from you. Oh god. That was a mistake. Alright. Oh god. Okay. I can't touch him now. Alright. Alright. Okay, this guy is stunned, apparently. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. But fine. Gleda kills him. What? Lo Pheng is dead. Yeah, unfortunately. Reed is dead too. You sit your sword standing over the slain icon. You embrace your daughter and look to Philia. She seems petrified, but so what? Your daughter lives, so the battle continues. Hopper shakes his head in disapproval. What are you doing, Thorn? Damn you, this isn't the time. Listen, it sounds like the gate's been breached. The din of battle draws near. Is the enemy taking the castle? Well, you can still hold your sword, and you still have something to fight for. You ready your weapon and rush to the field of battle, not caring if anyone follows. A report stands in the castle square. You will have to do battle. Fine. You run to the castle square and freeze in place. A squad of girls has broken through, pushing the defenders back, and their leader is the same demonic abomination that spoke to you at the Water Manor. It grins as it notices you. The temple servant nods. Hey, Berkan, you kept me waiting quite a while. Everything has its fated hour, including your daughter. Would you look at that? Blance is with us. That's our second sacrifice. The third one is ready too. Only thing left for me to do is exhale, and Rask will find his place on the altar of the gods. But first, let's have a bit of fun. You can still swing that sword of yours, right? You draw your sword. Never thought I'd have to fight some loudmouth, you proclaim with contempt. Your opponent raises his hand and the girls approach. He then suddenly changes shape, swelling with abominable power. His eyes turn black, his hair becomes matted and oily. You do not get to choose your opponent, Thorn Brenin, he says, his hoarse voice echoing through the town square. Alright. Level up. Energy or health? Energy. Alright, I think that's it. I mean, I need walking speed and running speed. Alright. Okay. 200, oh my god, 200 HP. Deals 32 damage to the selected stat and 60 damage to the other stat. Deals 16 damage to this defense of an enemy unit by 5. Pushes back. Deals 7 damage to health to all enemy units. Ooh, that's bad. But he has a cooldown of 3, so that's fine. I need to get rid of these guys first, so this is the most dangerous one. Alright. I'm going to move here. And use defense. No, I'm going to use retaliation. Oh, you wanna die? Fine. Okay, so this guy reduces defense when he attacks. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I know. Alright, to kill you. Oh god, I forgot about that. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna move here. Oh, come on. Alright. Going back. Alright. Ouch. Alright, I'm dead. Now I can use this. Double strike. Alright. Okay. I think you're dead. You'll probably not be able to kill him because you don't have the knife. The battle exhausts you so much that your hands shake, your eyesight fades and everything becomes a blur. There's only one thing you're certain of. Though slain, the river still lives. He is laughing at you. Fresh blood clots over old blood. New deaths make you forget past ones. The fight goes on, but Filia's voice rings across the square. Atra cannot be slain by an ordinary weapon. Your strength fades. Something moves behind Nakoma. One of the fallen is not yet dead. You catch a glimpse of a dark-skinned face under the hood as the stranger lethally jumps to his feet and strikes. He then rolls to the side. Oh my god, he had a knife. Rask appears before Atrak like a pale phantom, and he watches his body crumble to dust. Rask then shrugs and fades away, like fog in the dawning sun's ray. You look at mighty Atrak's decaying flesh and fading features. You think of the monster in Albios, of Terminus' millennium-long curse, and of the invincible evil that even 1,000 warriors like you could not defeat. It's not yet over. Umbra have been taken to the altar, yells Filia, all to the broken manor, to the chapel's ruins. That is where it all ends. Everything was leading to this. Atrak did not heed the warning and his arrogance was duly rewarded. Atrak's arrogance was rivaled only by his stupidity. Why concern yourself with something so insignificant while witnessing something so profound at work? The deed is done, I feel his coming. He is not your master, Tibibar, neither is he mine. Dorfkal, master of Childao, the archer has deceived us all. You arrive at the square, the assault ends and the fort falls silent. Not a reaper in sight, but they feel close by. Something is bound to happen. I'm still me, but I can barely understand anything. It's all a blur in my head. Is this the end? Hopper, will you help me? What should I do? These damn riddles. Do you think mere words can stop a god? Or maybe you think some ruins can stop a god? My heart is barely beating. Why did she make me piece together this spell, damn it? Was it a test? Did you think it's some sort of joke? That all the riddles were just a game? They were a path to acquire strength. You're nearly within reach. Damnation, drawing a blank again. What did your mother say? What was the last clue? Help me remember. She said that you will find the last words on the dearest one, or in the very end. Don't give me that look. You'll not find the answer written on my face. The book. Of course, here it is, but it's not finished. Stop mid-sentence. Help and protect. No, it's not enough. On the dearest one, but I've already read the words on Ama's body. Gleda, you're dearest to your father, aren't you? Roll up your sleeve, do not argue. But there's nothing here. It's like my hand is on fire, but there's nothing written on it. My hand feels like it's engulfed in flames too. How I loathe these games, damn you all. Take into yourself that which you can take, for there is no one else to take it, and if you do not burn out, carry it. And with every step your burden shall become greater, for you carry it for many, and their number increases still. You will save yourself by saving others, but you will not keep misfortune away, because you carry misfortune within you. God of mine, the fire, the wind, the water, and the salt of the earth, accept my flesh, my spirit, and my love. Save and protect us. Your hand returns to its former color, and you feel a surge of strength. But you cannot move a finger. It's as if time itself has stopped. The one bearing the mark grows much taller and straightens her shoulders, becoming beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Everyone falls to their knees before her, as do you. It seems as if time itself has stopped. Fragile Gleda is filled with dread, but a moment later she lets out a sigh of relief and wipes the sweat from her brow. Her eyes become pitch black, yet her voice did not change. Gleda touches her forehead. The mark's gone. What happened to me? I feel like I've been submerged in darkness for many years and have suddenly emerged, but I still feel cold inside. Greta doesn't become a divine avatar. We're saved. Huh. So we managed to save Greta and Terminum. Am I saved? Was he stopped? Asked Greta impatiently, fighting back tears. You approach your daughter. Let me hug you, Greta. It's all right. It's all over. Hopper rubs his hand. I think it was she. It was a she. Well, no matter. We did not open the gate and managed to keep her out. Still, she's just on the other side and not going anywhere. She is inside you, trapped, at least for now. The plight has been averted. The corrupted sacred stones remain lifeless. The reaping's grip loosens until it has finally disappeared without a trace. Finally, it's time to put out the fires, contemplate your horrifying experience, mourn the dead, and forget the taste of madness and blood on your lips. The scribe known as Hopper Rouley, who was also an Umbra, and Kuro, named Blance, suffered the curse of an unknown witch and completed the journey laid out for him. Reading the spell, he realized that all of the reaping's power, all the magic that devoured human lives and dragged him into the abyss, all of it was served one single purpose: to confine an almighty god to a human body. Oh my god, alright, okay. A single spell assembled from fragments was akin to a pebble that brought down a rock slide, preventing the end of this world. Seeing the scared, tired, but empowered and still human eyes staring back at him brought Blance both joy and relief. It was not yet over, but he at least had time to breathe.
Chilla arrived at Hungry Steppe the same day dark clouds loomed over Opacum. She was gazing gloomily over the boundless valley when the menhir was destroyed, and its remains beheld the dreadful ritual. She grimaced, but not because of the deadly desert that awaited. Though the events in Opacum unfolded 1,000 leagues from her, Chilla felt every moment.
Okay, this is the conclusion of the game.
Everything she concocted in Albius's town hall has ended just as it should have. Did she know that by going against her deity's will, she'd be able to seal it away in someone's flesh and blood? She couldn't answer. The only thing certain is that the horror befalling Terminum has only been stalled. The important thing is, Blance carried out the mission she gave him. He also seems to have realized that her sorcery was not a curse. Same as how 700 years ago, her arrows that kept Blance from getting excarnated in the drowsy deep were not a curse. If this is a sacrifice, hasn't she carried its heaviest burden? And what's next?
Okay, so the Reaper didn't shot Blance before he could kill himself. It was Chilla. He saved him probably especially for this mission.
There is still far to go. It wasn't like Chilla to give up. She thought not of her daughter, nor even her own plan. A delicate lacework of steel. Nor did she wonder how it would all end. Her ending was nowhere in sight. She thought about her coming journey, and even about her whole life, being a one-way trip, and about pain and death, burdening more than just Terminum's dwellers. The ones sealed away in the center of that corrupted land have it much worse. That's where she's going. She must make it.
You! What the hell? Whoa. What's this? hell was that? I mean, I knew she was Umbra, but safely hidden in the Hale Wasteland rests the Salvation Ark. Over 1,000 years ago, divine power brought it to Terminum, a falling star, the spark of a calamity that saved the world. The Umbra and the Kuros departed with haste, and the Ark remained sealed. Answers only emerge from it when reap time comes. Okay. The Salvation Ark. Against the will of her god, Childao resolves to ascertain what went wrong. She hopes that imprisoning the deity will free what remains of her ruined world and its inhabitants. Having lifted the protective charm, Childao freezes in terror. The divine plan has been distorted. Where an elegant sphere should have appeared before her, instead looms the nascent menhir of her god. To gather strength, the awakened deity devours all who slumber in the ark. "1,000 years after the divine retribution, 3 years after the fall of Opacum, what happened feels like a bad dream, a dream from which some will never wake. Though few still believe it, an ancient god awoke in the Berkanan fortress that day. After failing to subjugate the mind of its host, it fed upon the Reaper's strength, parting them from their corporeal shells. The resurrected god now slumbers deep in the mind that hosts it. The reaping ends, but the magic lingers, creating new centers of power. People bury the plague victims, life goes on, and does the war. Once free of the Reaper's oppressive spells, the Gels attacked the Frisians on the ruins of Opacum. In the ensuing chaos and bloodshed, many Berkans were able to escape the fortress. Frisia had dealt a staggering blow to Berkana, but, without the Reaper's leadership, was soon consumed by internal squabbles and bickering. Before long, all of the Frisian warlords were fighting each other, giving the southern kingdoms time to recover and prepare for the next conflict. Berkana's surviving forces, united under a new champion, King Trig of Cherana, who earned incredible glory during the defense of Opacum. Brave, steadfast, and gallant of spirit, the people love him. Never has the world seen the southern kingdom so united. Following the horrific events at Opacum, many Vandals, Gabonans, and even Palians joined forces against Frisia. A most curious fate remains unknown to mankind. Completing Chileo's trial made Hopper Rouley, known to some as the Kuro Blans, much stronger. Many Berkans who survived the Battle of Opacum gratefully remember the scribe who helped them escape the besieged fortress and then vanished without a trace. Blans did not die, however. He made his way into the wasteland in pursuit of the one who had helped him save Terminum. Among those Hopper saved at Opacum was Ake, his trusted rebel companion. To everyone's surprise, the giant warrior hasn't taken part in any battle since. He's instead begun to scour the southern realms for Frisian spies, with a small band of fighters in tow. He's often seen studying a journal, one he doesn't allow anyone else read. Gleda contained the resurrected god within her mind, gaining new powers. It's now her turn to protect her father. Thanks to her, Thorn survived at Opacum. He now fights for Berkana, leading all who would follow. He's still a captain of the guard, a loving father, and one of Frisia's most formidable enemies. The future of Terminum remains undecided. The scales have tilted and yet are unbalanced. New heroes may emerge, while old ones vanish without a trace. The story may yet go on, if there is enough vigor, determination, and luck in the world. Alright. Got a bunch of achievements. Anyway, this was Ash of God's Redemption. Quite an enjoyable experience. I do not recommend playing this on a harder difficulty, not because of the combat, the fights, it's just because of the Strix management. There are too few Strixes to find, so so you'll probably get a lot more injuries and you will lose a lot of characters in the process. Anyway, if you like games like the Banner Saga, I think this is the closest thing you can play. Thank you everyone for watching me play this, and I'll see you in the next Let's Play series. Take care, bye bye.